today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of social media, especially when it comes to the activity department. Hi friends, welcome back to Polo on Paper. I'm Polo. If you are here watching, it means that you made it not only through 2020, but all the parties that you had to plan for residents, staff, whoever else, all while keeping them social distance. And I know how hard that is, so I just want to say that I'm proud of you and I love you. Personally, I had to take like 3 days off after the new year just because I needed some time to sit at home and cry. When it comes to nursing home facilities, specifically the activities department, social media is becoming a lot more important. Not just because of COVID and people not being able to visit, but it is a great way to show what your facility has to offer. In my experience, activities is one of the top 3 things that people look at when going to a nursing home or placing somebody they love in a nursing home. The top 3 things I noticed are activities, dietary, and just the overall look and how homey the environment is. Now, you might not be able to control how big the rooms are, how clean the rooms are, what kind of food dietary serves, but clearly, as the activity director or assistant, you control the activities. There's a lot of perks that come from having a good social media presence for your nursing home. Especially right now that a lot of the family members cannot come in to visit residents, this might be one of the only ways that they can see the resident on a regular basis. Posting on social media is also a way for them to not have to worry about whether their family is being involved in activities or not because they can physically see it. Especially when you consider that a lot of our residents might have dementia, and if you ask them, did you go to activities yesterday, they might not remember it. This way they can see the photo and then they don't have to ask that question and they don't have to confuse the resident by asking that question. In my experience, when it comes to social media, activity departments become the face of the facility. So making sure that you're always posting, making sure that you're posting good content is very important. Now, everything you post doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It can be something simple. It's just to make sure that you are showing that you guys are always doing things and the residents are being kept entertained or fulfilled through your activity program. So if you really think about it, every activity you do is a great photo op. Now, when I do a party or a social event for the residents, I might do a more extravagant photo op. Where we're doing a regular activity, I might do something a little bit more simple. So, for example, just last week I posted pictures of my residents making bird feeders. I just posted them as they were putting bird seeds on the peanut butter, nothing big, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Now, for New Year's and Christmas, I did a little bit more. I made sure I got pictures with Santa. For New Year's, we actually did a black and white theme, so I made sure that I put a black and white background, black and white tables. I try to keep as much textures and colors in it just because I wasn't going to change the photos to black and white. And it became kind of like a little backdrop. That way each resident got moved to it. We took the photo, we wiped things down, moved them, got the next resident in. It was a lot more work. But because it was a bigger event, families liked it a lot more. You don't have to say it. I know that some of you guys are thinking to yourselves, I'm not very tech savvy. I know a lot of you guys didn't grow up with social media like I did, and that's fine. A lot of facilities have things like marketing directors, and sometimes you can reach out to other department heads to help you. All you have to worry about is making sure that you are creating content continuously to put on social media. Now, depending on the facility that you work for, some facilities have a lot more control over social media, where other facilities let you have more control over social media. My current facility, it goes through corporate and then they have to okay it and then they post it. So not everything I submit gets put on Facebook, and that's fine. It's their image, they get to choose it. My last facility, I got to directly upload things to Facebook, so I had a little bit more control. So before you go all gung-ho and posting on social media, make sure you know what your administrator or your corporate expects from social media as far as what you can and can't post. Obviously, make sure that you are not posting the residents in any way that makes them look bad. Make sure you're not posting staff in any way that makes them look bad. Just try to keep it as positive as possible. Now, you can post a variety of content. You can post activities, you can post parties, you can just post regular day-to-day life of things that the residents do. Like if the resident's in therapy, you can take a picture of them while they're doing their therapy work and then talk about how proud you are, how much progress they've made, that kind of stuff. You can use social media for reminders. If there's a big special event coming up, you can talk about it. I know during the spring and winter time I post about bringing residents, whether it's warmer clothes or cooler clothes depending on the season. Social media is also a great way for you to keep yourself very prevalent in the facility and just in people's minds. I'm not gonna lie, a big part of the reason of why I got the current job that I have as the activity director is because of how prevalent I was in social media at my last job as the assistant. My current employer saw everything that I was doing, they enjoyed it, they liked all the content that I was coming up with, and they thought, well, why don't we bring him over here and he can help us do the same thing. So in a way, your social media post on your current company could work as like a digital resume for what you have to offer for any other upcoming opportunities that you might have. Social media posts are a great way for you to keep in contact with the family members of your residents. This is great because not only do you get to make great rapport with them, but this also lets them know of any things that you might need as far as donations. A lot of the donations that I get at work from families come from things they've seen on Facebook. A lot of them call me up, they say, hey, I've seen all the things you're doing with them, how can I help, I want to get involved. And then I usually always have a list of stuff that my staff and I want, that either I get with my own budget or I ask my administrator to get me. But if it's something small, I'll ask the families for it. I've had families donate, like hairbrushes, hair clips, coloring books, candy. I got so many donations from candy from family members because of how popular bingo is. You would post pictures of the residents playing bingo, and they would say, oh, we see that you got so many residents playing. What can we give so that more residents will play bingo? And, they donated cookies, cakes, all types of stuff. So this is especially important for those of you guys that might not have a generous budget. From other activity directors that I've talked to online, it seems that your budgets are very small. So making sure you have a good social media presence might actually benefit you to get donations from families. This is also important during the holidays. I got so many donations from companies around the area because they had seen all the stuff that we were doing on social media. They called us up, they wanted to donate, and I was actually able to give my residents presents 3 days in a row because we had so many donations. I still have a few donations that were left over that I'm just going to keep out and give the residents throughout the year or use for bingo prizes or just whenever a resident needs a new word search book. Here you go, we got a pile over here from the donations. And I know that I would not have been able to get all those things if it wasn't for social media. I even have family members who set up opportunities for me to have something to post on Facebook so that other families can see it. I had a family member contact me and they actually got a man who dressed up as Santa come to all of my residents' rooms. He went window by window and said hello to them, talked to them on the phone, and the residents loved it. And other family members got to see that and they got to enjoy seeing their family members smile or talk to Santa and be so happy about it. Social media is also a great way to promote your department and your facility for free. Every time you post something on Facebook through your company, you can share it, then your friends share it, and then their friends share it. I mean, there has been plenty of nursing homes that have gone viral because of some activity that they created, and everyone really enjoyed it. So it just got a lot of circulation throughout Facebook and social media in general, and I'm sure they got a lot of donations and a lot of inquiries and a lot of attention for their department, which probably helped the department to flourish. One thing that people talk about posting on social media that I don't agree with, it's up to you whether you post this kind of stuff or not, but they talk about posting memes. I know memes are a great way to to have a laugh with other people or just kind of talk about your mutual experiences through humor, but there hasn't been that many nursing home memes that I've seen that weren't disrespectful specifically to the residents. So I wouldn't want to put anything like that on social media. I wouldn't want the families of my residents to see us posting that kind of stuff as if making fun of their family. I mean, would you want that? Now, if you happen to find some clean, nice, non-offensive memes, by all means share them, but I personally don't feel like memes have any place in a nursing home Facebook page. So comment down below whether you agree if social media is important for activity departments. What kind of posts have you posted that have been the most successful, and whether you agree with me on the meme thing or not, because I really want to know what you guys think. If you like today's video, make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. You can also follow me on Instagram on @apollylook. There, I post some of my upcoming projects and any videos that I'll be posting on here. If you didn't like today's video, then I want you to go home, make a meme about it, and then post it on Facebook and like tag me or something. Okay, bye.